Hi Stampers! Today we're going to make this card, and I posted a card like this, I think it was back in 2008, and I think it's time for a updated video. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so you're going to need two pieces of cardstock. I'm using the Pumpkin Pie and the Whisper White, and these are both cut at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and then your insert is cut at 3 1/4 by 3 3/4. So let's go ahead and stamp our images first. I'm going to use the black Stazon. And we're going to stamp this little bat here with the Tricky Treat stamp set. He's super cute. Okay, so I'm going to stamp him on Whisper White. Okay, so now we're going to punch him out with the 1 3/8 circle punch. Flying. Okay, so we're going to use the Pumpkin Pie and the black cardstock. We're going to use the black with the 2 3/8 Scallop Circle punch. Punch one of those out. And then the 1 3/4 Scallop Circle punch with the Pumpkin Pie. Okay, so then we're just going to layer these pieces together. Okay, so now we're going to cut the Pumpkin Pie piece of cardstock. Let me grab my cutter here. Okay, so what you're going to do first is you're going to place your cardstock at the 3 1/2 mark on your cutter. And then you're going to bring your arm down. And on the cutting blade, there's arrows. You can line those arrows up. You're going to line that up with the 3/4 inch score line. After you've lined it up at 3 1/2 over here, you're going to line your blade up at 3/4, and then you're going to cut it down to 4 3/4. Then you're going to do the other side the same way. Line it up at 3 1/2, cut it at 3/4 down to 4 3/4. Okay, so then you're going to go ahead and slide your cardstock in at 3/4, and you're going to use your arm, and you're going to connect those two cuts that you just made. Slide my cutting down here a little bit. Okay, so you should have your panel look like this. Okay, so now you're going to grab your bone folder and you're going to put your cardstock in at 1 1/4. Score between those two cut lines at 1 1/4. Slide it down to 3. Score that between the cut lines. And then 4 3/4. This should be at the very top of your panel here. So it should look like this. Can you see the score lines? Okay, so you're just going to fold the bottom score line up, and then you're going to fold the center one down, and then up. So it should look like that after you're done folding. Okay? Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and flip it over, and you're going to grab some sticky strip. And I'm going to put this right at the very bottom of the slider part on that 1 1/4 inch score line there. Okay, then peel that off. Then you're going to take your 3 1/4 by 3 3/4 inch piece of Whisper White, and you're just going to place this right on top of that sticky strip, kind of centering it between the two score lines. You're going to have some overhang a little tiny bit. I guess right about there looks good. Seal that down. Okay, so now it should look like this with the panel on the back side. So now we're going to go put a sticky strip on these two sides right here. Okay, so now we're going to take the 1 inch circle punch, and we're going to punch at the top of the card. So this is the top. See, this is the way the slider is going to come out right here. So you're going to punch just the Pumpkin Pie with the 1 inch circle punch. Try to make it centered. I'm just punching about half of the circle. Then you're going to take your other piece of your Whisper White, and you're going to line those up. I'm just putting them back to back so they're the same. I'm just going to flip this panel here so I can see that punch out and line up my punch and punch the Whisper White out. Just like that. Okay? So now you're going to go ahead and peel off your sticky strip. Okay, so then you're going to take your Whisper White piece and you're just going to layer the pumpkin pie right over top of that, but I find that maybe just standing it up, kind of getting it level here. Okay, so there we go. Alright, so then you have the Whisper White on the back, and then you have your panel in the front, so when it pulls, it's going to sit up. Isn't that cute? Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and stamp all over the front with the word Eek. And this is from the stamp set called Spooky Bingo Bits. Looks like this. And we're going to stamp that with the pumpkin pie. Let me just grab a piece of scrap here. I'm just going to stamp the Eek all over the front. Okay, so there's the word Eek all over the front. And then we're going to take our little bat and put a dimensional on the back side of him towards the bottom, because you want him to pop up when you slide it. So I'm just going to put it towards the bottom. Just going to put it right there. Okay, so then when you pull it, the little bat slides up. Just like that. Cute. Alright, so now we're just going to go ahead and stamp the inside and the tag part. I'm using the Happy Halloween, and this is from the Wacky Wishes Hostess Only stamp set. And then the Spooky is from the Wicked Cool, which looks like that. We're going to use the Stazon for that. Stamp the Happy Halloween down here in the center. And this slides open. And then the Spooky is going to be stamped up on top. Kind of straight there. Okay, super cute. So then on my finished card, I went ahead and added some polka dot scalloped ribbon, which looks like this. And I just went ahead and stapled that to the panel so they know to pull that. And then on my bat, I added some googly eyes. I don't know if you can see them. They're so cute. And then all over the card and the scallops, I added some doodle dots with my white gel pen. Okay, so that's it. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you later. Bye.